Hello everyone and welcome to my video. I'm Logitech and today I'm playing Mario Picross and we continue at the stock course at 4F. By the way, Obsidian Tower is also a Yu-Gi-Oh player, as we found out last time. Though he mostly plays Master Duel, right? If I remember correctly. Why do you have the feeling that this is almost symmetrical again? I mean, I'm also a Yu-Gi-Oh player and people know that here. But yeah, I mean, I bet I like many people that I know that also play Yu-Gi-Oh! You actually read your cards. Because I know some people that really don't. And you always have to tell them, yeah, you know that your card has those restrictions, or yeah, your card actually has that side effect. But yeah, who knows, maybe one day we can duel even on Master Duel or such. Or if you start playing the TCG, that we also can play that on remote duels. Yeah, exactly, yeah, the typical Master Duel player. Ooh, shiny, must play! Must activate! Click, click, click! Sorry. It's just I don't have many decks on Master Duel because, yeah, they usually need lots of URs. Lots of ultra rares. Even the pretty weak cards are suddenly ultra rare, which is so weird. But after all, you're not a meta player all the time, right? That's far better than having to only play against meta. Because that can become quite boring after some time. I really like having casual duels too. Though, yeah, I'm already excited for the Sky Striker support. I just hope that it won't be too expensive. And I'm worried that it will be. Yeah, I mean, if you play a tournament, then you kind of accept that it will be very, let's say, sweaty, and that it's all about meta or such, especially at regionals or higher. I mean, it's a competition after all. But if you play for fun, then it's nice to also play casual decks. Yeah, 10 card packs. Yeah, the problem is, that's something I think that is messed up at... that's something, in my opinion, that is messed up at Master Duel. You see, in a card, you get 10 cards, I think, or such, yeah, 10 cards in a pack. Or, how many cards are in a pack? I don't remember, but yeah, I think 8 cards. You see, half of of those cards are actually from that pack, and the other half are just random cards that you get. And that is weird in my opinion. I mean, why do they put cards in there that aren't actually in the pack? Why do you even open those packs then? That's what I prefer at the TCG. When you buy a pack, you only get cards from that pack. So you basically know what you're in for. You just have to hope to get the right cards in the end then. I mean, do you pay into the game for gems, or do you just collect them normally? Like through climbing the ranked ladder and such, and solo mode and such. Yeah, I mean, paying into that is also not my thing because it's a free-to-play game, and buying virtual cards while you can also buy actual real cards, I don't know. There's no reason for me to do that. I'd rather buy real cards that I can keep forever and whenever I want to also sell. At eFootball, for example, it's different. Because you can't own the players in real life. You can't sell them and such. So there it is okay, but I don't open those packs where you get lots of standard players that you can get for free as well. Well, at the beginning, yes. The problem is, those gems don't actually guarantee that you get what you need to build your next deck. And that's the problem in my for me at playing it. Like, no matter how much money you spend on the game, you're never guaranteed to get what you want on this. So, yeah. Which Leroy do you mean? Do you mean Leroy Sané? Or who do you mean? Because Leroy Sané officially was signed by actually Galatasaray Istanbul. Yeah. Which is sad in my opinion, but yeah.
Who was it again who called it a retirement home?
I'm not sure right now.
Well, one thing is for sure. Much better than some Arabic club.
Yeah, especially that, yeah. And at least Galatasaray is actually building a pretty good squad, mostly. So yeah, they might have a chance to get further than usual in the Champions League. But winning it, I doubt it. What I really would like a bit more at Yu-Gi-Oh! Overall is, it would be great if, at least after a few years, every archetype would get a structure deck. So you could build the deck without having to buy the very expensive cards one by one, or pull them from packs, and only the generic, the generic cards like hand trips and such, that they would be still only in packs, but would be released in low rarities and such to make them available too. But it would be great to have an archetype for, a structure deck for every archetype at one point. Yeah, but I mean those that are maybe like, I don't know, 3 years old or such, those should get a structure deck. At least had the newer decks, they could do that, and in between some older decks as well. I mean, lots of decks already have one. Well, they should do that for the expensive decks. Though I bet that more people would try Raid Raptor if they had a structure deck as well, because then it would be easier to build it. Because if they don't, then you have to know the deck pretty well to know which cards you have to buy and how to play it well. So the entry point is a bit, yeah, further away for the beginners. Also, we really need we also really need a card that can search a ritual spell, a ritual monster, I mean, and the spell that is mentioned on it, and not the other way around, like at pre-preparation of raids. That would be nice too, to support some, support ritual decks as well. Okay. And the next thing, what do you think is this?
Well, I would say an umbrella. Or a kite.
Okay. I would rather say a kite, because for an umbrella it's a bit open at the top. But we'll see. Stingray, yeah, Stingray? Ray. Okay. Ray, okay.
Okay.
Is that maybe its name? Yo, Ray, what's up? Like that. Oh, yeah. I mean... Yeah. Do you mean in Macedul? Because I know that there are a bit more strategies as well, and also those how do they call it? What is it called again? Strategy decks or whatever it was named, that they get in the OCG as well. That's something we could also need in the TCG, like strategies, but you cannot immediately play them like that, because they also have other utility cards that you would need. So you don't have to buy as much there. Oh yeah. Let's continue with 4G. Ah, Tactical Tridex, yeah. They named it Tactical Tridex. I guess my most favorite ritual deck is easily Neftis, because I'm the most familiar with that one. I haven't played many. I think it's the only one I properly played yet, and I have one in real life of that. And it's fun to play, and you can do a lot with it if you want to, and yeah, it's lots of fun to play, and pretty cheap too. It also depends on what you want to combine with it. If you want, you can combine Sprite very well with it, because it can spam level 2 monsters quite easily. What about yours? What is your favorite ritual deck? Yeah, I also used to play Neftis with dinosaurs as well, because the Neftis monsters, at least the main deck monsters, can also destroy a card in your hand to use an effect like Matriarch can destroy a card in your hand to swift summon a Neftis monster from your graveyard. And what do? Just destroy Baby Ceratosaurus and then you can combo off. Yeah, I mean, Voice is pretty good too. I never played it myself, but yeah. I know it's supposed to be a pretty good deck. And it was better for a little time. Yeah. It's really weird. Because, yeah, you destroy a baby to get the pill in the deck. It's... Sorry, it sounds so weird, but it is like that in the deck. Okay, that's then 5 here. Yeah, I really hope the weather actually will be fine on Friday, because I want to play Gigabyte at the card shop again. I had lots of fun in last week as well, so it would be cool. Rob the Wolfway, welcome to the stream. Hope you had a nice day and that you'll enjoy yourself here. Let me guess, you're Robert? Then yes, well, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Mario Picross. I hope you like that. Yeah. I got to know Picross, honestly, from Pokemon Picross back in the days of the 3DS, and since then I like Picross, honestly. Much better to me than Sudoku or such. Okay. But yeah, nice to see you here. Yeah, you see, I stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday here. Tuesdays are for Pokemon, Wednesdays for other games, and Saturdays for eFootball. And if you ever miss a stream here, then you can also watch it on YouTube later on as well. Of course, it's the easiest for me to react to someone on Twitch here when streaming. Because, yeah. It's, people can communicate here a bit easier. Since they, also even the people on YouTube see your chat, but you don't see the chat of those on YouTube because I can't show it here. That's... We have two here. Okay. We have... Okay, 6 ones. We have to fill in those. And we have a one here. Okay, where could it be? Not here. It has to be here. With the 3 ones, it should be here. Okay, and what is that? Aren't they called spikies, or what else did they call again?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Spiny. Okay. Spiny, or as it would be at Hugo at Salman Great, Spinny. Yeah. But yeah, you see, Robert, if you would like to watch me play football on the streams as well, you can watch on Saturdays, because I play eFootball there. You can even vote for the team that for the players you want to see there, from the polls I have. You can find the polls by just entering exclamation mark Linktree here, or also polls. Oh, oops, wait. Actually, I found something, though. Okay, I made a mistake. That gave me a tip now. Okay. I'll take it, I guess. That doesn't work. No, also not here. Okay, but yeah, is that the only deck you want to play? Want to build currently? Obsidian. the voice deck, or are there also other decks you have planned? Oh, really? You don't have the space for more? You mean in your brain, or do you mean as for not enough deck slots? Okay. I mean, my goal is always to have as many playable decks as possible that are fun to play for me. So I will never get I will never get bored. But yeah, simple answer, but also correct, I guess. At least nowadays. I mean, better than what was at my school in at a history test, and the question was, what started World War One? And one guy really replied, yes. He really wrote, yes. Yeah. You see, I like having lots of decks that I enjoy, because then you always can switch between the decks if you want to play something else at a different level, or depending on your opponent as well. If they say, yeah, I don't really want to play against that deck, then can you say, okay, I have 50 others. Which do you want to play against? Okay, that's then that thing here. Oh, Pokemon music. Imagine if, you know what would be funny? Imagine if you're, during daily life, for whatever you do, there is some music in the background that fits in perfectly at that moment. That would be crazy, but which would be the song of your life? Or Or which song would fit you the best? Even from the themes at Pokemon, at the games. The problem is I didn't really think about it before I asked you. I know, not a great idea, but yeah.
I don't know. I think to me it would be the Logitech team.
To be honest, the song right now is pretty fitting. Maybe. The Looker theme. Yeah, for you, interesting. Also a cherry. Yeah, by the way, the other person is Sheldon, the Typhlosion. Yes, he has a voice too. And he's on the stream quite often. Usually on
Every Saturday.
yeah, every Saturday and often on Wednesdays too.
Just on Tuesdays, I'm not.
Yep. Okay, but yeah, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then please like, subscribe. Also, check out the other playthroughs on my channel if you want to watch more. In the description you find a link to where you can find all the profiles, link to this channel, including the Twitch channel where you can watch me stream live, and also the polls where you can vote for the next games I play, and the players I use on the next eFootball stream. And if you have any wishes, questions or feedback, then write it in the comments, and I'll make sure to read and reply, and I hope to see you next time again. Have a great time, bye bye.